Hi guys, welcome back to the latest episode of The Focus. In this episode we're going to be repairing the issue that we discovered that we had at 4 Power Live. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out. Also going to be revealing the new updated livery, ready for the Birkett relay race. And possibly losing some weight out of the car and prepping it ready for the Birkett. So yeah, got a lot to do, so let's crack on. I just want to start off by revealing the new look of the car, ready for the Birkett. After editing the livery video, I realised how boring it was watching me apply stickers, so I didn't bother filming any of it. We're just going to show you. I'm not going to show you in its full glory because it's still in the garage and I'm just about to start working on it, but it gives you a bit of an insight. So let's flip the camera around and check it out. So we've gone for the very, very bright fluorescent pink pinstripe look. It does go all around the car. I can't really show you the back in a minute because it's tucked right at the back of the garage, but I do think it looks pretty awesome. I have done all 10 wheels as well, which took me ages. They're not perfect, but you know, when you're taking a Stanley knife to your brand new wheels, it's a bit daunting. But yeah, what do you think, guys? Drop in the comments, let us know what you think of the new pink pinstripe. I think it does make it stand out. Breaks up the black a bit, but yeah. Obviously, if you haven't checked out some of the other videos, guys, the reason for the pink is due to my wife. To be fair, as I've said before, I don't mind pink, so I'm happy with it. But for agreeing to allow me to purchase and build my own race car, she said there had to be some pink on there, so there is some pink. I've got the pink harnesses and stuff, so yeah, great. Also, whilst we were at 4 Power Live, Rory from Project Zero Racing very kindly donated his old wide body bumper kit. Obviously there's a rear bumper, there's a front bumper in there, some rear wheel arch extensions, and the wing that I was missing because I've got one wing but I haven't got the other one, which is also in pink, obviously because this car's pink. I'm not sure when we're going to be putting that kit on, guys, because once I do that I need to widen the car, the track, you know, the wheelbase a fair amount, so I need to sort that out when we're going to do that. Also, it generates an issue getting on the trailer, so the trailer I borrowed to get that on with the slicks, it fits on there, but I don't think it will fit if I widen the car, so that will create another issue for us. So something I need to figure out, but again, I can't thank Rory enough for everything he's given me and all his advice and everything, so thanks dude for that. The kit will be going on at some point, and I will try and keep some of his pink in there somehow. Right, so first up we're going to fix the issue that we found we had from Brands Hatch. So the issue we had was the original oil filter housing. It's in there. Was misting out oil from the top cap. It is a common issue on these, and I do have the earlier model, the oil filter housing, which has the issue. Now I could change it for the later model, which supposedly fixes the issue, but again, this isn't a normal road car. We're putting it under a lot more stress and pressure, obviously constantly giving it some all the way up to the limit, round and round and round. So why don't we upgrade? So a massive thanks to AirTech, Matt Lewis Motorsport, and Rory for helping me sort this out. But we've got the oil filter breather kit from AirTech. Comes with a nice new oil filter housing with a welded plate on, with all your connections for the breather pipes, etc. Nice AirTech Motorsport caps tank, all the pipe works, fittings, new filter and everything like that. So yeah, so that's the first job today, is get that fitted in there. I'll do my best. I'll probably just keep you updated. It's a very tight space for me to put a camera and time lapse. I don't think you're going to see much. You're going to see me bent over the car, unless that's what you want to see. Then let me know in the comments, and then I'll do it for the future. But I'll just keep you updated as we get going. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with that. Oh, get the old one off. Luckily I've got quite a bit of room, so I've got to take all this off, give me some space, and then yeah, probably jack it up and get underneath and whip the old one off and put the new one on. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. Alright, so we've got it up in the air. Remove the inset pipe and move the ECU out of the way. And then you can pick it up on camera of how sort of oily it is around there. So we need to give it a clean. First off, you need to take this plug off. It's for like a heater in the oil filter. Don't need that because that won't be going back on, so I'll take that off. Cable tie it down to one of these cables out of the way. Take that pipe off. There's a bung that's supplied in the kit that you put on the bottom there, the breather pipe. So you bung that off. That breather pipe gets reconnected on, and then there's a couple of bolts that hold the dipstick tube on. So unbolt them, move the dipstick out of the way, and I think there's four M6 bolts. Remove the oil filter housing. Take that off. We give it a good clean up all around here, and then refit the new one. Right guys, so now I've got the offending item off. So yeah, so it's a bit easier now it's off. So yeah, just to disconnect the heater plug. Don't need that anymore, so cable tie that off. 2 bolts here for electrical connection bracket and cable holder. That one's for the dipstick tube. Then you've got 4 bolts that just hold it on and mount it. Oh sorry, 5 bolts. That one's not. That one's for another cable mount. One of those plastic kind of slide-on things. So you just got to pull that off. And yeah, and that comes off nice and easy. Leaving us with a nice hole. It's working. Obviously, where mine's been leaking, I'm now just going to blank these holes off. Give it a good bit of brake cleaner and a clean off. Try and get as rid as much as I can. Never get rid of all of it, but I'll do my best. And then the first job is obviously where that big fat breather pipe is at the top. See it there. Tail end of it. In the kit, you get this little bung. So just bung that off. You get all the Jubilee clips and stuff provided. So I bung that off. Fit the new bracket. And I'll fit a new, then I'll fit the new oil filter housing. Obviously I'll put the new filter and everything in first, and then mount that up. Alright guys, so I've cleaned it up the best I can. I've got rid of most of the oil residue as possible. Give it a good soak, some brake cleaner. Try to get as much out of the alternator as possible. And yeah, give it a good wipe down. It's time to fit the new one, so I'm just going to whip the cap off of that. Fit the new oil filter. So the kit comes with a new oil filter, comes with all new seals and O-rings, everything you need. So just pop the filter in there and the O-ring, put the O-rings in the back, ready to go in, and then bolt it on, reverse of how we took it off. So ready to go, new oil filter in, new O-ring, cap on, new seals on the back, 4 bolts, let's bolt it back on. Right, so that's the oil filter housing bolted back on. So as you can see, I put the bung on the breather pipe there, and the other original breather pipe goes on the left hand tube. That's over the Jubilee clip that they provide to put that back on. Just got it back underneath. So it's a bit easier for me because I don't have aircon. So the pipes are removed. Obviously I've still got the pump. As you can see, it's all bolted on. The 3 bolts from underneath. Beautiful. So next stage is mounting the catch tank. I believe bolts onto the battery box. Down in there somewhere. So let's just figure that out, get that mounted, and then I'll show you. Okay, so I have kind of full steamed ahead here, but I can still explain it all anyway. So we've mounted the catch tank to the battery housing, just one little hole there with an Allen key bolt, obviously all provided. The large hose that goes on the bottom of the catch tank goes down, and if you feed it around the back of the gearbox, let me just go and show you. Feed it down the back of the gearbox into there. There's a P-clip that goes on the bolt just there. You have to remove that oxygen sensor cable off the thread, and then cable tied to it, and then just sticking out the back out there, so it gets rid of all the fumes and stuff out there. So it's not like a catch tank really where it's catching oil, it's a breather. It's a breather system, so obviously the engine should be burning the oil when it replenishes, but you know, the system puts the oil back in to reburn as such, so we're just getting rid of it, so it's more vapor than actually, if it's chucking oil out there then you've got issues. Where are we? So this front pipe with the 290 degrees on goes round and into the bottom of the breather tank, and then your long hose with one 90 degree bend comes up around to your right hand side, and then there's short pipe with 190 degree bend on, goes from that one up to your left hand side. That's all fit. Then you get all these nice little clamps to try and neaten it up. So I've just cable tie that one over there so it's a bit neater. Obviously when I put the ECU back on, it's sitting on there so it kind of holds them pipes and everything away from the radiator and stuff. And yeah, so now we just refit, put everything back together, and that'll be it. That'll be fitted. We'll start it up, make sure nothing's happening that shouldn't be happening, and onto a winner. So I just finished putting that back together and we'll give her a run. I spoke to Rory about the position of that bottom breather pipe, just to double check it was alright. He said that you can, it's perfectly fine, have it like that. He told me how he has it. So yeah, he told me you can go down, go over the back of the steering rack, and finish it off that way. It just makes it a bit neater rather than an elbow sticking out underneath. It looked a bit odd, but it's up to you guys. You do what's best for you. So for the bottom pipe, it's quite hard to show you because it's dark. It's out the bottom of the breather. I don't know if you can see it. Comes down over the steering rack and then just pops out there nice and neat. But yeah, that's all back together now. Just put the battery cover on. Just that. Yeah, I've done. No, I'll fit that a bit better in a sec. Anyway, just run it up, make sure that no leaks or stuff like that's happening, and then sweet, and that'll be the breather kit done. Right guys, we'll just start her up. See if she's far into life. It's been a little while since we've done it then. Double check that we haven't got any issues, and yeah. So she's warmed up now. Let's give her a little tickle and then just double check afterwards. Sounds good. Quick look. That's good in there. Oh. No leaks in there. No smoke pouring out the back. They do say once you put these breather kits on, if you have got an issue with your turbo and the seals are starting to go, obviously with it being, if it was with no breather as standard, obviously any oil it's breathing, it puts back into the engine, re-burns it, and then obviously it goes out the exhaust. Obviously with the breather kit on, it doesn't do that, so it would just be smoking heavily out the exhaust. Obviously no smoke, so we know the health of our turbo is good, which is one way to test it. But yeah, so let's flick her off. So beautiful. So that's all happy days. So breather kit's on, so hopefully we won't be missing oil everywhere anymore, which is really upsetting Jay because every time I come in he had to clean a load of oil out of it. So moving on, what we do next. Well, personally I've run out of time for today, but as this video goes, we'll just jump straight to it. Right guys, so join us this morning. We're going to remove the washer bottle. The car's no longer got an MOT on it, and I don't think we're going to put it back on the road, so Remove the washer bottle out the wing, save a bit of weight because we don't need that anymore. Remove the horn because every little bit is weight saving. And then I've got a nice BG steering wheel spacer just to bring the steering wheel a little bit closer towards me. Just because of the last race my legs and seating position was perfect really, but my arms were a little bit stretched for steering wheel, so I'm just going to bring the steering wheel a little bit closer, check over a few things, and that'll probably be it, ready for the Birkett. So let's crack on. Okay, so now the screen wash bottle and stuff's removed. There it is in the back of the van. Oh, hang on. Another little bit I can remove. I thought that came out of the tank. Oh, it's enough. It's just a spout. A bit of weight saving, but obviously the main issue I had was the pipes and stuff were starting to hang down and rub on the wheels, and I didn't want all that getting caught up and ripped out, so thought we'd just take out what is going on with my hair. I normally though, because it's a modern car, I now get a washer fluid low thing coming up on the dash. Just something else to try and annoy me whilst we're driving, but hey ho, it is what it is. So yes, so let's move on to the steering wheel. Right, so that's a new BG Racing steering wheel spacer fitted. You see, lighting is terrible today, the sun's just shining straight in there, but anyway, yeah, so that's brought the steering wheel closer to me. It's a lot more comfortable position now. As I said, my seating position was good with my feet. I didn't want to be any closer with that, but the steering wheel was just slightly too far away, so put a 40mm spacer on, brings it nice and close. Obviously I've still got column adjustment, so I can push it back if that 40mm is too much, but it seems pretty comfortable where it is, but we won't fully know until we get on track. So yes, so next up we just need to load the car up. I've been through it all, it's all pretty much ready to go. So to get the trailer, load it up, and we'll head to the Birkett. So right guys, that's it for this episode. So make sure you check out the next episode where we head to the Birkett relay race, competing alongside our ambassadors, and see how we get on. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment below, stay sweet, catch you next one, see you at the Birkett. Bye!